everyone, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. No, I did not disappear. I've actually been building. I just haven't been doing voiceovers. So we have some builds that are just like saved on my computer that I haven't released yet. So you'll see some of those going up this week. I feel like I realized that I should probably get to releasing them before the new expansion packs comes out. So yes. That is the thing. That's now gonna happen. I'm back to doing voiceovers. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. I know it's been a little bit of a, there's been a bit of a break in videos on the channel, but like, it's just not been doing voiceovers. Hope you guys are doing good though. Also, no, did not break my promise regarding the Let's Build, but unfortunately I have had some camera issues and I don't want to do it without, I don't know, I feel weird doing real life stuff. That's not what I meant. Real-time stuff without camera for some reason. I feel like the two just kind of go hand in hand for me. So I'm hoping as well to be able to fix those issues before the new pack comes out so that we can do some content without dealing with technical issues. But that's been a thing. I've talked about it as well on my booktube channel, which is very heavily reliant on my camera. And I don't really know what's going on with it, but it's like some days it works and some days it just doesn't. It's super strange and I don't really know how to fix it, but we'll work on it. So it wasn't because I broke a promise to you, it's literally just technical issues. So just so you guys know, but anyway, still planning on doing it. I hope I can manage before before the pack is out, which I've completely forgotten when that is. Isn't it the 1st of December? I feel like I'm confused because it's been like, when have we ever had a pack come out in December? Like, it seems so late. So I'm just a bit like, feels kind of surreal in some way. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. All my headphones also don't work. Like, trust me, technical issues across the board. I am beyond annoyed about it all, but anyway, it's fine. We're just gonna deal with it. It's okay. It just might mean that audio editing is gonna be annoying for me these days because my headphones also decided to quit. I don't know, it's fine. But today though, I actually built this either at the end of October or the start of November. And I think I was inspired by the month of October with it being Halloween and stuff. So I wanted to do something a little bit witchy, but I didn't feel like going the scary witchy vibe. Also because I didn't know when the build was gonna go live, or up on the channel. So I decided to go for something that is maybe slightly inspired by a book that I have not read, actually. It's called The Herbwitch's Apprentice. One of my friends have read it, or I think two of my mods on the Discord server. I think they've both read it, Nin and Kim. Yes, I am talking about you guys. I know Nin has for sure. I can't remember if Kim has, but I was supposed to read it last year, and then I just never got to it. So it was a little bit inspired by the title though, because I was a little bit curious about the Herbwitch part. So what I decided to do for this was make it very cottagecore, very cozy, and then add a lot of plants, and also try to add some of these like dried herbs that we have from both. I think one of them is from the Star Wars pack, Journey to Batuu, I think actually. They look kind of otherworldly, which makes sense. If they're from Journey to Batuu, like that makes sense. But I think we have, I can't remember what pack that's from. Like everything is just like a big merged together in my head. It's like one, I do not remember at all. Like it's fine. There's some dried herbs in there as well. Also wanted to make sure that this witch had a gardening area because that made sense for the whole Herbwitch aspect of the build as well. Mismatching windows because that is super witchy to me, and then just cottagecore vibes. Basically, we're really trying to go for cottagecore vibes today, so I hope I managed. But I don't know. We might think of like two different things when it comes to cottagecore. You guys know. So, but I loved building this. It was super cozy to build. So now that, wait, no, where is this built? Is it a 30 by 20 or is it a 20 by 20? I can't remember, but it's built in Windenburg. It might also be a 20 by 15, although it does look like a 30 by 20, doesn't it? I feel like it does. It's in Windenburg. It's one of the lots that I build on the most, and I'm still sitting here like, I don't know what size this lot is, which also makes no sense. Like, I feel like by now I should realize. I just kind of like, before I get started, unless I actually change the lot mid-build, I always kind of just have like a feel of what kind of landscaping I want to do and the amount of space, because obviously this is very much almost a tiny house, maybe not entirely a tiny house, but definitely leaning towards tiny. So didn't really need that much space for the lot in itself, but because of the landscaping, I wanted to have a little bit more room to play around with, so decided to go for, I think, a 30 by 20. But usually when I go into building, I kind of have an idea of how big the house is going to be and then how much space I would need for the landscaping that I want to do. So for this one, because I knew I wanted the gardening area, we were going to go for a lot that's not just a 20 by 15, because it doesn't really leave a lot of space for, you know, extra stuff. It's a very, very small lot. Not a whole lot of extra space for like gardening and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of the houses that you'll see go up on the channel have been built in Windenburg, but that's because not this one and not the next one, but the one after that, we start going into fall builds. And that is just because that's what I was feeling. So kind of like, I love the fall vibes, and I haven't really been doing a lot of that on the channel because I haven't been releasing builds for some weeks now. So I just kind of overcompensated a little bit, but I feel like it's also time because like we're going into winter. Doesn't winter start? No, it starts, I don't know. There's some debate on that. If I ask my dad, he would say 1st of December, which I mean is also in like 10 days. So yeah, but I feel like some other people would probably also say the 21st because that's equinox. Like, I don't fully know. I don't care. It's fine. It's cold outside. That's all I know. And I love brown trees. So we're still stuck in fall, but there'll probably be some snowy builds up as well in not November, but it's December. Just saying, because probably not gonna get snow in real life, because for some reason we haven't really had a lot of that here in Denmark. It doesn't get that cold. It does get cold, but unfortunately not that cold anymore. So I want to see some snow in the game. You catch my drift? You get what I mean? Maybe not with the new EP, because I'm pretty sure that it's not a snowy climate it's inspired by, but we'll figure a way around it, okay? Actually, speaking of the new EP, now that you've seen the trailer, and I think there's possibly like a gameplay trailer up as well. I can't remember when they're doing the stream, but it's probably this week. Is it on Thursday or is it next week? Tuesday? I don't know. But if you've watched, if there's been a stream, let me know what you'd like to see from me with the pack. And also, if there's not been a stream, feel free to come back and then leave it in the comments by then. Or you can like tag me on Twitter, send me a message on Instagram or something. Definitely up for suggestions, because all I have in my head is like apartment buildings, but like I don't really know how to go about it. I don't really know too much about the pack. Like I know as much as you guys do, so I've actually no clue. Unless there's been a gameplay trailer and a stream, and you've watched it, then you actually know more about it than I do, which is fine. Like that's okay. I suck at watching the streams because I get distracted by other things, and generally with the gameplay trailer, I don't really do gameplay on the channel, so it doesn't really get me the same way as building does, so I just don't tend to watch them for some reason. Like I don't really know. I can't remember the last time I actually watched a gameplay trailer for an EP, if I've ever watched them. I honestly cannot remember. If I have, it's been like years ago. It's been years ago. So what I usually do is I just end up waiting until I get access to the pack and then basically just delve into it. So when I say that I do the overviews, that is basically me seeing everything for the first time. It's always been like that, almost always been like that. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I like to do it that way. I like to go through everything on my own. Completely for a second. Yes, you can call me out. I completely forgot that there had to be a door to the bathroom for a second. I can't remember exactly what I thought, but I think it was because I wasn't really sure where I wanted the bathroom for a bit, and then I just zoned it out somehow. Like I just completely forgot that there was an extra room. Don't worry, we go back and fix it. But I definitely will admit to forgetting for a second, which I mean you can see because I covered it up with a potion cabinet. But I mean it's a Herbwitch's house, so they need a potion cabinet. What else are they doing with the herbs than making potions or whatever? Also, I know that they technically need a cauldron. I didn't place one in the house, so if you want to do like spellcaster stuff in the game, they need a cauldron, I think. But I didn't place one down. They take up so much space, and this is a very small house. You can place one outside if you feel like doing that, so just have it like in your household inventory if you want to, or I don't know, make like a secret basement or something. That would be kind of cool. Should I have done that? I feel like maybe I should have done that. A secret basement for a cauldron? That sounds kind of badass. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should have thought about that when building it. I just remember at some point being like, I am never gonna fit a cauldron in here because it takes up so much space. Isn't it like 16 tiles or something? It's at least 9 or 16. It's a whole lot of tiles, and like I don't know how many of those tiles actually need to be fully cleared for the sim to be able to use the cauldron, because sometimes it's okay if you cover up like corners and stuff, but sometimes you also need to keep the entire tiles, the entire like little square for the item. You need to keep it clean, because otherwise, or cleared I should say, because otherwise it's gonna bug out actions and stuff. So like I don't know. I've not really been trying to include them too much in my builds because huge items. Huge items. I think I actually keep the potion cabinet. I think I just size it down. Yes, which still works. It's just a smaller cabinet, but I really need there to be that cabinet. Also, yes, we are lacking some curtains in this house. I can't remember exactly because I've been building other stuff since building this, so my thoughts are a little bit like jumbled in my head. But I can't exactly remember how I justified doing that. Or maybe it's just because I did place them down and then before taking screenshots, they were deleted automatically by the game, because stuff happens like that when you log off. Just like terrain paint sometimes disappears, my ceilings disappear. Like, I don't know, this game is works in mysterious ways at times. I don't know, things like to go missing. It's a whole thing. I think I might have also on an impulse added cat stuff and then forgot to add other cat stuff, so that's unfortunate. You can delete the cat stuff if you don't want it there. Or you can place a litter box outside, it's fine. But there's definitely no room for it in the house unless you move some things closer together in the bathroom, I suppose. There's an ongoing discussion here on the channel, like where do you place litter boxes, because I don't know. I grew up with a dog. I have no idea. Dogs don't use litter boxes. Well, I suppose some dogs can if you train them, but like generally that's not really a dog thing to do. So I don't know. I know that one of my friends, they had a cat and their litter box was in the mudroom, I suppose it was. It was like a backdoor entrance. It was actually the door they used the most to enter the house, because it was at the garage, but it was also the one that my friend used. They barely ever used their front door. I remember feeling so weird about actually going through their front door because we never used that door. But if you had to go visit, for example, if like over the weekend, you had to go visit, you had to use their front door because that's where the doorbell is. But it always felt super strange because whenever I went home with her after school, we would go by the back door and to the mudroom. Like, I don't know, it's like that often, I feel. I don't really... Isn't it like that often? I feel like it is. Because I'm pretty sure it was the same with one of my other friends. And my other friend... Yeah, we entered through her basement as well. What is up with that? That is so strange. Even for my own house, I basically never used the front door because I had a key for the back door. So I always entered through the half basement. Is that a trend? Is that a thing? Do you guys primarily use the front door of the house or the back door? Now I'm curious. I don't know. It's not even important, but I'm like mystified about it. I don't know. Anyway, on to another subject. Stop talking about basement doors, or half basement doors, I should call them. They're not, whenever I say basement, usually the basements that I think of aren't actually fully basements. I don't really know why, like, houses are often built like that over here, at least in the neighborhoods that I'm thinking of, but they're often half basements. So, like, maybe at the front you can't enter, so you have to go to the back of the house, but then there's room for a door. Maybe at the front you have, like, room for windows, but at the back there's like an actual entrance to the basement, so it's not like a fully first floor or ground floor of the house. It's still this, like, sort of in between. So a half basement is what I've been told by you guys that it's called. So that's what I'm gonna go with. But I'm sure that it differs around the world. So anyway, but yeah, I'm actually very much looking forward to building some Christmas inspired houses. I think this year, I'm always very excited for Christmas. Like, Christmas is, there are curtains. Why did they disappear? What the heck? Maybe they didn't disappear. Maybe I was just, did I hallucinate while taking pictures? I'm confused. I guess we'll see it in a little bit. But anyway, I'm always very, very excited for Christmas. It's like, it's my time of the year. I'm basically the only one in the family who's like, oh my gosh, Christmas. Not in the entire family. Luckily, my sister has married a dude, a man, who also loves Christmas. So, like, we vibe. That's cool. He's also a nerd, a gamer. So, like, we vibe. It's cool. But, like, other than that, I think the rest of my family is a little bit indifferent. Not indifferent per se, but, like, they just don't care about it as much as I do. I go all in. Like, I will take care of the Christmas shopping. I help my sister, or she helps. We help each other. I don't help her. We do the food together when we have to cook. Sometimes my dad's wife does it when we celebrate with them. But if it's any of the others celebrating, like any of the others throwing the Christmas party thing, you know, that evening, yes, I'm at a loss for words completely here. But anyway, we will do the cooking. So I'm like always super into Christmas, but I feel like this year I'm just welcoming it in a more extreme way. Like, I just need the happiness, you know? Like, I need the happy vibes from the Christmas this year or something. Yeah, anyway, so I'm like, maybe, because I know I haven't done a whole lot of them for the previous years. I can't really recall why exactly. I think, honestly, I cannot recall. I think I might have, like, spent a whole lot of time on one Christmas build that ended up not being very well received, like, years ago, and then just thought, I'm never doing that again or something. It would probably be something like that, but this year I just want to build, like, a little bit more than a few, you know? So perhaps December is mainly going to be EP stuff and then followed by Christmas stuff. And I just want to say, like, I know we'll do some other stuff as well, because I know that there are people out there that don't celebrate Christmas. I don't want to alienate you completely. Just know I still recognize you, okay? But I'm just like, I'm in, like, I just need it a little bit this year. You get what I mean? Like, I need it a little bit. So we'll see about it though. But let me know if that's of any interest. And yeah, other than that, then we're just doing a little bit with the landscaping here, trying to make this pond look a little bit less bare than it did, because it just looked a little bit sad maybe. But other than that, yeah, we're pretty much at the end of the video. I can't remember what else I do other than placing down the rocks and decorating the pond, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. Like mentioned earlier, if there's anything you'd like to see from me built with the new pack, because I'm for sure gonna do a build by overview, let me know in the comments. Apartment buildings, yes, we're doing those if you can build them. I'm not really sure if that's a thing right now, but making assumptions, we're gonna build those if it's possible. But other than that, let me know. And if you guys like this build, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, trade files can be found over on my Patreon, which will be linked to in the description box down below, as well as in the pinned comment, where you can also find a link to my booktube channel, so if you like to read, go check it out. And that is all I got for you guys today. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Is in the air like a drum snare. Buds are bursting. Beauty
beautiful green. It's like a love scene with waves of flirting. Seasons change us. Maybe it's just me and mine, where thunder has had its way. When kindness is portrayed as blind and glitter to the rays. Oh, no need to beg pardon. No need to beg pardon. Strong piano playing, wind chimes swaying. I'm longing for summer nights. Down by the ocean, high emotion, legs covered in